Nobody goes to the river after midnight. In the heart of Umueka, a peaceful village nestled in the hills of Imo State, a quiet river called Iziamiri flowed. It wasn't the largest river in the region, but it held a silence that was both beautiful and eerie. Everyone in the village knew the rule. Nobody goes to the river after midnight. The warning wasn't just passed down like folk songs, it was whispered with trembling lips, especially during the dry season, when the river ran lowest and its secrets came close to the surface. Nobody questioned the rule. Not the elders, not the children. But Obinna, a 22-year-old university student home for Christmas, wasn't one to fear old wives' tales. He had grown up hearing stories about river spirits, sacrifices, and lost souls. He laughed them off as village theatrics. "You people will never change," he told his cousin Chika, one evening as they sat outside roasting corn. "This is why the village never moves forward. Everything is spirit, juju, and fear." Chika shook his head. "Obinna, don't try it. That river is not ordinary. My friend Ifani entered it at 12:30 a.m. 3 years ago. He never came out. We only found his slippers by the bank, and one palm." Obinna chuckled. "I'll go there tonight. I'll record a video and post it. Maybe then you'll all stop fearing shadows." "Don't joke with spirits," Chika warned. "Midnight is when the river wakes." That night, with only his phone, a flashlight, and a bottle of Origin 4 ginger, Obinna snuck out of his compound. The moon hung low in the sky, full and bright, casting long shadows on the red sand. He passed the last compound, crossed the narrow path beside the shrine, and walked through the tall elephant grass. The crickets suddenly stopped chirping. The air thickened. But he pressed on. At exactly 12:08 a.m., he arrived at Iziamiri. The river was still. Too still. No frogs. No insects. No wind. It was like time had paused. Obinna raised his phone to record. "Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the mighty river of fear. See. Nothing. Just water and trees. All of you are." Splash. He turned sharply. Nothing. Just repose. Then, he saw her. A woman, rising slowly from the middle of the river. Her skin glistened like wet clay. Her eyes were glowing white, without pupils. Her wrapper was soaked, dragging behind her like seaweed. Her hair floated around her head like it was underwater. Obinna stumbled back, breathing hard. What is this?" She spoke. "Why have you come here, child of mockery? I didn't mean. You laughed at the dead. You mocked the warning." Her voice echoed unnaturally, as if 10 people were speaking at once. "Please, I'm sorry," he said, falling to his knees. But she was already standing before him, though he never saw her walk. Her hand reached for his chest, cold, wet, heavy with sorrow. She touched him. Darkness. They found Obinna the next morning, kneeling by the river bank, eyes open, mouth wide, silent. He wasn't dead. But he never spoke again. He never blinked. He never moved. He just sat there, day after day, facing the river, as if watching something nobody else could see. The elders took him to the dibia, but the man shook his head after consulting the colonel. He has entered her world. His body is here, but his soul is trapped in Iziamiri. From that day, no one dared joke about the river. No one dared question the warning. Because Obinna became the latest reminder that nobody goes to the river after midnight. But every once in a while, when the moon is full and the air is heavy, people say they see him standing in the middle of the river, smiling.